Like to try and get the scales off. It's going to gear up. Okay, Stevo's ready. Not sure what it is, had to walk out quite far. Not better snapper. Welcome to Real Kiwi Fishing. Stevo and I are still up in the far north. What we're going to do tonight is a couple of sets on the Kontiki. Just driven down the beach, down Tokoro. Decided to come off this side and see if there's any fish out on the this side of peninsular. Had a little bit of a fish in the arvo in the boat over the other side, and we didn't really get much, so thought we'd come up Tokoro side and see if we can pick up a few fish on the Kontiki for the late evening. Probably do a couple of sets. Got a couple of fresh KIWI, which is pretty cool. Don't have to sort of catch those on the surfcaster, but hope we get into a few fish and hope you guys enjoy. Just gonna carve up these KIWI, fresh KIWI we caught today in the boat. Managed to catch a couple. Love using fresh KIWI. Basically stays on the hook a lot longer. I think you get a better chance of getting some good fish too. So I'll cube those up and we'll bait up. Like to try and get the scales off. Normally you can just go up the body like that, get them off in one sort of move with your knife. Basically just fillet it like you do normally with a filleting a fish. What I like about fresh KIWI, doesn't break up like that old mullet you get from the gas station. Should be enough for a couple of sets. Might even get a KIWI on our first set as well if we need another one for some bait. And you can either strip it, put it into strips, or little cubes, sort of like half of that strip is a good size we like to use. So that would be alright as one bait. These longer strips just cut in half. Quite like having those sort of bite size. If you have it any bigger, the fish just sort of chew on it and rattle on it. And really you want the fish to grab the whole bait in its mouth and sort of move off with it. The recurve hook. So yeah, these baits are a lot more tougher. Pretty much when you're using that old mullet, pretty much falls apart when the fish are sort of rattling on it. So yeah, we'll just bait up. Stevo's got a couple of new traces that he's put together. A couple of squiddlies and floats. So we'll see how we go. We'll bait up and we'll get it out, and then I'll get my surfcaster out and give that a jam. Okay, Stevo's ready. Dropping her in. We actually lost the Kontiki out at Middleway a couple of weeks ago, or probably about a month ago actually. And we managed to get it back. Some guy found it, and this is our first time using it after it had sort of sat out in the breakers for a couple of nights. So we're not too sure how she'll go, but we thought we'd come and give it a go to see what happens. Hopefully everything is okay. Stevo's going to drop her in. Stevo's just chucking the hooks on now. Yeah, it's shot off to the left hand side. Stevo didn't set it that way. There's obviously a little bit of a problem with it. But hey, at least we can get some baits out. It's going to gear up. Chuck a bait out and see what happens. Don't really surfcast Tokoro much. It's quite a shallow beach, but I think sort of coming on dark, fish will mooch in here. Heaps of pippies and all sorts, paddle crabs, and there'll be worms and stuff as well, so plenty of food there. Let's see if we can pick something up. There's a couple of packs that I like to use when I go surf casting. Makes it a lot easier. You guys might be a little bit interested in what I use in the way of rigs sometimes, ones that I buy. Basically those Ocean Assassins, I've talked about those before, the flasher rigs. That's the Mutsu. So basically it's a suicide hook, it sort of comes right back on itself. They're quite good to use. Obviously, you know, fish sort of hook themselves quite easily. And when I sort of get my breakaway sinkers, I look at these Pro Hunter, and they come in a little pack of 4. Makes it a lot easier. Just grab the pack, and they sort of do a 3, 4, 5, and a 6 ounce. The great thing I like about them is the wire seems to be a higher gauge, like a heavier gauge on them, so they're not bending out of shape and stuff like that. Got the little beads on them, it makes it a lot easier, and they fit in the crevice quite well. And when it comes to my standard hooks, basically I'm using the Ovella hook. Quite like these, I've been using them for years, real sharp, strong, have had no issues of breakage on these hooks, and they come in like the octopus and the circle hooks as well, the Mutsus, so they have them all. But that's what I like to use basically when I'm surf casting, and if you guys are interested, that's pretty easy to grab by. And I'm going to put this together, I'm going to run one of these on the flasher and I'll gear that up and we'll get some baits out and see if we can hook into a few fish. So there you go guys, here's the Pro Hunter sinker there, breakaway. Like I was saying, that it's real nice and thick, that wire, that gauge. Find that quite a lot tougher, doesn't bend out of shape, and it's got your little beads there, fit nice and snug in that little groove. And then I'm just got it all hooked up to my flasher. This is the Sunrise Slayer, and that's got the Mutsu style hook, and you can see that just comes right back on itself, real strong, and those fish just grab it, just rolls in its corner of its mouth. So I'll bait up and I'll get a bait out there, see if we can get into a snapper on the XD surf rod again. And I'll probably just use a bit of KIWI, some of that KIWI that we had for the Kontiki. Stay on there a bit longer. Hooked up. Not sure what it is, had to walk out quite far, get a cast on. It's a snapper. It's a snapper, Stevo. How's that?
Oh, it's legal.
Yeah. The old Mutsu flasher rig. Bit of KIWI on the XD. Nice little snap for the night. Get another bait out. It's got some cubed up KIWI on the old Mutsu flasher rig. I'll chuck it out again. See if we can pick up another snapper in the XD. Man. Stevo's cranking her in. Hopefully get a couple more snaps. Still got the old XD out. Yeah, that was quite cool fun picking up that snapper on the surfcaster. Hopefully get another one. We'll see how the old Kontiki goes. Hopefully we don't need to do another set. Be nice. Head back. Stevo's got a gurnard. Old gurnard. Little snap. A little bit better snapper there. A lot better snapper. Nice snapper. Another little one. Another little snap. Another little one. All takeable. Around that 32, 33, which is a little bit desperate size. And there you go, guys. Got a couple more. Got a gurnard in there as well. Got a nice one in there, probably around 60 centimeters. The other two probably about 33. And the gurnard over the back there. Come on! It's fishing the XD. Nice fish, man, nice fish. Yeah, boy. How's that, guys? Getting some nice fish. Still dark. So we're actually going to call it a night. We're going to do another set, but what we're thinking of doing is having a little bit of an early night and getting up again tomorrow morning, do another surf cast sesh down at our spot. It's good tides for the morning, and we'll probably take the Kontiki with us and go do a set off the front there after we've had a bit of a surf cast sesh. So hope you guys enjoyed it anyway for our first day out up in the far north. Caught a few fish, let a few go. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Till next time, tight lines. Thanks for watching another great day out fishing with Real Kiwi Fishing. And you can also find more of my movies on my YouTube channel, Real Kiwi Fishing.